Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day. I unfortunately am not having a great day because I recently found out that the gold scam, the gold scam that I've covered many times on this channel now, blew that scam wide open about how these gold companies, they dramatically overcharge elderly. Specifically, they target conservative elderly people. They run ads on Fox News saying, guys, the economy's collapsing. The USD, it's going to zero. Stock market, it's gonna bomb out. And Kamala Harris, she's going to destroy the economy. So you need to invest in precious metals. That's the only way that you can save your retirement fund, right? That scam that's been going on for a long time, it's getting much worse. Companies I didn't even know existed, new gold scam companies, are popping out of the woodwork and scamming new people. So yeah, it's not great. Now, the only silver lining I can say here is that it seems like at least traditional media, some traditional media companies are actually kind of looking at the gold scam now. So that's a positive, at least. One company we're going to take a look at, ABC7 News, they actually did a story recently on a company called Oxford Gold Group. So we're going to take a look at their video because what's really interesting in their video, they actually talked to someone who was scammed by Oxford Gold. Now, Oxford Gold, they were doing the traditional scam that I had talked about where they would sell these gold coins for dramatically over asking price to the point where these people will never actually make money even if the price of gold goes up. But they actually take the scam, they took the scam to a whole new level recently, and they're just not even delivering gold to people now. They're just like, no, we'll take your money. We don't give you anything in return. Sorry, you're screwed. So that's when they got in big trouble. That's when ABC News decided to cover them. But in the video I'm going to show you in just a second, they show a purchase order from the guy to Oxford Gold Group, and we can see exactly what Oxford Gold was charging this guy per gold coin, and it proves everything I have said in the past videos about how these gold companies are massively scamming people and they can't actually make a profit on this gold. So let's go ahead and take a brief look at this clip from ABC7.
We first told you about the company last month and the customers who say they invested big money only to have it vanish.
Eyewitness News reporter Carlos Granda went looking for answers to the questions, where's the money and is there anything those customers can now do? And here's what he found.
My fear is that, I'm not going to get the money back.
Scott Dahl says after he changed jobs, he invested a big chunk of his 401k with Oxford Gold Group. He won't tell us how much, but he says his retirement is now in jeopardy. He says he did an online search and found good reviews for Oxford Gold, and he says they were very convincing.
Okay, so he talks about how he did some research on this company. They had really good reviews. Now, I talked about this in my past video. If you don't know, I talked to Dale Whitaker. He used to work for one of these gold companies. Now he's trying to expose them. And basically, what he told me in the interview video that I did with him was these gold companies will reach out to people that they have done business with, and they will offer them a gold coin to leave them a good review. Now, people think, oh, that's an amazing deal. I can get a free gold coin. All I have to do is leave a good review. But in reality, like we're going to show in this video and I've talked about in the past, they're scamming people. The gold coins that they sell these people, you're not going to make money on. So when they give you the free gold coin, they're just scamming you a little less, but they're still massively scamming you. Like you're not getting a great deal or anything. You're still getting screwed over. But that's how these companies have, like, Oxford. If you actually look at Oxford now, their Yelp page and all over the internet, they have terrible reviews now because obviously they're not even delivering the gold. On Yelp, they have 1.3 at the time of this video. But initially, before they got exposed as a scam, they had absolutely great reviews, and that's because basically they pay for all of these reviews. Now, on top of paying for the reviews, all over the internet, you'll find all of these really weird, almost, I think, maybe even AI videos where like they'll have people talking about Oxford Gold. Here's this one Oxford Gold Group review. And basically they just spam these videos all over the internet with these fake reviews talking about how great the company is. So when people like this guy, unfortunately the same name as me, Scott, when this guy does research, he finds stuff like this and he thinks the company is legitimate. He thinks they're a good company because they have plastered these reviews, many of them paid all over the internet, but in reality they are just a blatantly scam company that he's going to lose money on which you'll see in just a second here.
On an Oxford Gold YouTube channel, they say it's easy to buy and store your gold.
Once you've picked out your precious metals, everything gets shipped directly to the depository of your choice.
So Dahl placed an order and was told those physical gold coins would be sent to a depository in Utah. It was all supposed to be handled by a company called Equity Trust, but then he received a letter saying Equity Trust was no longer working with Oxford Gold.
So two things to point out at this part of the video right here. First off, we can see the purchase order, so we'll go over that in just a second. But second off, we find out that the Oxford Gold, they didn't actually have gold, and many of these gold companies, they don't actually own any gold themselves. They're basically just middlemen. They're marketing firms that, you know, pay for a bunch of ads to plaster themselves all over Fox News or whatever. Then they get people to give them money for the gold, and then they will go out and buy the gold and they'll buy it for much cheaper and then send it to the people. So they're middlemen. Their business doesn't even need to exist, but yet it does, and they're getting rich doing it, scamming people over. Now here is the interesting part with the purchase order. You can see he bought a 1/10 ounce gold Royal Arms coin. It doesn't show the quantity he bought, and he also bought silver coins as well. We're going to focus mostly on the gold coins. Now what's really interesting is you can see that he actually bought for $347.80 per ounce. And he bought these 1/10 ounce gold coins. You can see the purchase date was November 29th, 2023, so $347.80. Now, we can actually go to another website. I'll pull up SD Bullion. This is the gold price. This is the price chart for 1 ounce of gold coin, what it's currently going for on the market. And we can look back for, what was it, November 29th, was it? Yeah. So we'll go back to November 29th. We'll pull that date up right here. And we can see that the price of gold was going for $2,044.63 per 1 ounce gold coin, and he was buying 1/10 ounce, so his purchase was 1/10 of an ounce. So what we're going to do right here is put the price of gold per ounce at that date that he bought at into a calculator, and the coins, like I said, that he bought were 1/10 of an ounce. So we'll just divide that by 10, and we'll get the price of $204.46. So that's how much basically 1/10 of an ounce was going for right then. And like I said, obviously any company is going to charge you a markup. They're not going to sell you at the actual price of gold. So in reality, from talking to Dale, the markup should be anywhere from 5, 10, let's say, let's give them a little leeway and say they charge like a 20% markup. So they should be charging no more than like $230 for these gold coins at that gold price back in November. But you can see, again, if we actually pull up the page that he showed, he was being charged $347.80 per 1/10 ounce gold coin, when he should have been charging somewhere near $224. So now, what makes this situation even worse is if we go back to the SD Bullion chart, you can see that the price of gold, 1 ounce gold coins, or 1 ounce, has gone up dramatically since November, when he actually bought these gold coins. And the current, as of filming this video, currently 1 ounce of gold is going for $2,518.32. So it's gone up almost $500. The price of gold has gone up almost $500 per ounce since this company, Oxford Gold, sold this guy these gold coins, right? Now, if you had bought the gold at what the actual price of gold, or near what the actual price of gold had been back in November, you would have seen a huge profit of $400, $450 on these gold coins. He could be cashing those in for a dramatic increase in price, but because they charged him so much over asking price, he's not even making a profit on it at this point. Now, what's really interesting about those specific gold coins that they sold him is the Royal Arms 2024 1/10 ounce gold bullion coin. That's the coin they were selling him. What's really interesting is that a lot of mints around the world, the mints, the Royal Canadian Mint or whatever, the US Mint, a lot of these mints won't actually sell directly to private citizens. They'll sell to companies, and then other companies will sell to individuals, right? But this specific coin, you can actually buy directly from the British government, from the Royal Mint, the original maker. This is their website I have pulled up right here. And you can see the Royal Arms, the coin they were selling him, is currently being sold on their website for 247. Let's see, for a quantity of one, it's 249.90. That's in pounds. Let me actually convert that for you. Okay, so here's the conversion, and what they're selling it to you in basically USD is $323. So right now you can buy this same exact coin that he bought in November from Oxford Gold. You can buy it for $323, and that's after the price of gold has gone up over $400, $450 since he bought it. You can buy it directly from the mint for $323. Now let's go back to the purchase order page and show you that what they were charging him was $347, right? So they were charging him back in November with the price of gold $450, $500 cheaper per ounce. They were charging him more money per gold coin than you can get it today directly from the UK Mint. Guys, I don't know how I can stress any more how that is a blatant scam. Like I legitimately don't know how I can stress that the price of gold could go up so much in that short period of time, and yet if you had bought from Oxford Gold at that price, despite the massive increase, you have made no profit. If he tried to sell those coins back onto the market, he would lose money despite 1 ounce of gold going up almost $500 in that time period. That is a blatant scam. I don't understand how these companies can operate, and all of the people who run these companies are not in jail.
These photos show the company office on Wilshire Boulevard. It was closed and appeared to be empty. On Oxford Gold's website, a number of bad reviews, most of them within the last 3 months. Many of the posts contain phrases like stole my money, stolen funds, and Oxford Gold is a scam.
And then I found out about 2 weeks ago, actually through your initial story, that they've apparently closed doors there in Los Angeles and are no longer to be found.
That was my daughter's wedding money.
Stephen Petty also sent money to Oxford Gold. He says the company urged him to invest.
They're all, same story. They're high-profile people contacting you, telling you it's a good thing and you're making a good decision and we're here to help and I'll get this solved. And, I'm here minus 50 grand.
Okay, so there you go, guys. The Oxford Gold Group, they are a new gold company that's completely scamming people. They're actually located in California. I'm actually not too far where they are. You saw on the ABC 7 News, it shows at their office. It looks like they're closed down. Maybe I'll go give them a visit. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do that. But if you actually look at the BBB page for Oxford Gold Group, good old BBB, you can see that they have revoked. Revoked their ranking. Now, initially, Oxford Gold was actually initially ranked really high by the Better Business Bureau review page, but that all changed when they stopped delivering the gold. So even when they were scamming people, they were giving the gold, they were just like dramatically overcharging to the point where people never make money. The BBB was like, yeah, you seem like a good company, even though you're scamming people. But once they stopped delivering gold, they're like, revoked. You get an F rating from us. But yeah, I mean, I do feel really bad for specifically this guy in the video, Scott, because we share the same name. I feel bad for all the other Scotts out there when they get scammed. But all of the people that got scammed by Oxford Gold, even when they were delivering the gold coins, they were getting a absolutely horrible investment. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this gold scam is going to stop? Or is it going to continue to get worse and more people will lose their retirement? Their retirement funds, they'll invest in these gold coins that they can't actually make a profit in. Let me know in the comments below what you think.